time for AI crypto top that trade. That is not AI. That is the real Phil Flynn of Fox Business Network news contributor, and Alan Knuckman, the chief market strategist at bullseyeoption.com. Round number one, AI phase or stays. The dot-com bubble grew for nearly 6 years. What's your prediction on the AI craze?
It's important to see how the markets act and react. So when there are sell-offs, how do the buyers step back in? And we've seen that each and every time here in the last weeks, months, and years.
I don't even think we've priced in the entire artificial intelligence potential on the economy. When you look at the adoption, I mean, we're going to be looking at investment of $1 to $2 trillion. I mean, that's bigger than a whole country in the next 25 to 30 years. And every major company, every major government on the globe is realizing the potential. And for investment, that's incredibly huge. Now, that doesn't mean you just go out and put all your money into AI, because you're going to have some major corrections. But if you look at the potential of the sector, it is probably the most exciting thing we've ever seen in our lifetimes.
Well, in our lifetimes, we've seen the internet.com change everything. It changed everything about our lives as far as traders go. It's democratized trading. It's given everybody equal access and opportunities to unlimited, in any market, any direction, any product, anywhere. So, this is just an addition to that. But, we've seen what the internet's done.
Round two, Bitcoin reality. Bitcoin is growing in popularity, but is it more of a trading vehicle or a long-term investment, since the majority of people don't use Bitcoin in everyday spending?
Even though we don't use gold every day, it's still a store of value, just like Bitcoin is, correct? And if you look at global central banks around the globe, they've been buying gold like crazy. In fact, some of the central banks around the globe are getting incredibly rich because they've been stockpiling gold. Why? Because they know that they've been devaluing their currency. So they want to keep the riches for themselves, until we see an alternative. And right now, the alternatives don't look that great because we're devaluing currencies around the globe. That makes Bitcoin look like a better currency, than some of the fiat currencies we're dealing with.
Well, speaking of other currencies, we show over about silver. I want to talk about silver finally hitting 50. So let's move on in other stores of value. So you mentioned gold. Bitcoin still has a lot more upside. Look at the market move. We traded here between 110 and 120, breaking out of this 120 targets 130. So there's a lot more upside in continuation of new highs. Don't fight momentum. That's a lesson to be learned.
Come on, momentum. I'm kicking you on right now. Let's go, momentum. All right, maybe I'll.
We are going on to round number three. Stand-up stock. What AI or crypto-connected stock do you say has legs?
Ethereum. Ethereum went from 4,000 down to 1,000 and back up to 4,000. So you take that distance, add it on that old top. 7,000 is almost double where we stand right now in Ethereum, which does have a lot of actual uses for it, functional uses. And EXC is a stock that I like. Excelon, energy stock. It's 30% off its highs from 2008, and AI is going to drive an energy craze. So it's a pick and shovel play that you're going to need energy for this AI revolution.
Well, of course, you need advanced micro devices. You need NVIDIA. But what you also can look at is the exchanges. You can look at Coinbase. You can look at the CME group, which is starting to trade cryptocurrency in a very big way. If you want some exposure to the crypto space and you look at these ridiculously high numbers for the prices, you can actually get a little tiny bit of Bitcoin. I mean, if you want to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, you can do that. You can buy $5 worth. So you can get a piece of the rock, so to speak, when it comes to Bitcoin.
A nugget.
You can buy a nugget of the rock. Yes, you can.
I like chicken nuggets. Here's your bonus round question for today. Are the following tickers all true or all false? AI, BTC, BITC, and Coin. All true or false?
They are all true.
It's true. Great job, guys. Business First AM. We'll be right back.